20. Or I'm already on Roll 20. I'm going to launch the window.
Wasn't this the stuff that got you copyright struck last time?
No, this is from directly Roll 20, so.
Of course.
Oh yeah, typical stuff is always like free.
Yeah, so. Okay.
Am I the only one in game right now?
I'm gonna read it.
Yo, this is weird. I don't see anybody else's icons on the bottom.
I don't see you.
I see.
Yeah, I don't see anyone.
Were you in the right one?
Yeah, I just heard the music playing.
Oh,
I don't think
okay.
I'm in the right one.
It's the one that
Are we
says the
all-
haunting next to the link.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna try and just relaunch it, I guess.
Whoop, wrong one. Should be this one. Yep, so everybody get in, make yourselves comfortable. With some smooth
I'm in there now.
jazz.
I see Dreamer and Heath.
Yep, yeah, I see you now.
That was weird.
I don't see anyone else.
You might need to close the entire window and reopen and
Yeah,
relaunch
let
it. That's what I did. Oh, I like this music though.
Yeah, it's good. Which,
Jazzy.
Chaosium, the company that makes Call of Cthulhu, actually, sells an M4A, album for one of their campaigns, Horror on the Orient Express.
That's cool.
So if we ever get to that
So I
one,
see the game. With everybody, it says we're all here. But when I launch the game,
Yeah. Try restarting your browser.
Yeah,
completely.
that's what I had to do. I see everybody but Cheese at this point.
same.
it connect me to a session with nobody else.
Weird.
Weird.
Yeah, I had to restart my browser when that was happening.
Let's see what it does now.
Completely off topic, but it's funny how many views you can get on YouTube for literally making RPG Maker conversations between OCs.
Yeah.
Can you send me a link directly?
I got you.
Yep.
Ooh, I don't know if that'll work actually. Here we go.
But
Copy.
yeah, I've this is actually the scenario that comes with the quick start rules for the game. So this one is like very much an intro. So for those of you who have never played, I mean, if there's anybody watching this, obviously you guys have all played, but
Dude. Roll 20 is messed up right now.
yeah,
It is struggling, I can
Yeah,
tell.
I cannot join this game.
Yeah, and I just, because I backed out to send him that link, yeah, my Roll 20 is just destroyed.
ugh. I'll be right back.
That
I gotta find our wayward tortoise.
No. Oh, well, that'll give us time to deal with this. We're gonna I see you, Cheese.
Alright, now I just had to keep reloading it. That's weird.
That is very strange.
Yeah, I just kept refreshing. Oh, there you are. Now, bro.
Roll 20 is melting. Like my brain. Dragon.
Yep. No, I didn't. I'll be back in a moment to go get me a brownie. Hopefully, this works my way.
Okay. Everybody set?
Actually,
That was some good timing.
Okay.
I think Dreamer went to go get a brownie.
Okay, no worries. But, I mean, we can all summarize.
sorry.
Since this isn't really
Yes,
a
please
campaign,
continue, sorry.
since this isn't really a campaign, we don't need to necessarily summarize all of the events. Just like the important things that you want to kind of remind everybody else of.
All of our characters have. Oh shit.
Yep.
If I may ask, could you turn down the music a little bit?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
There's
Just a little
also a audio adjuster if you click on the gear tab on the right and you go
that-
to audio and video.
Didn't notice that, thank you. I'm sorry.
You're welcome. You're
If
okay.
you want to turn it back up, then I can just do that.
No, it's good. It's it gets a little loud on my end as well at that.
Okay.
But yeah.
We've all met before from our previous campaign where we essentially exorcised a demon, a jinn,
Indeed.
evil spirit sort of thing, from a farmhouse that these would-be occultists kind of accidentally released for fun.
Yep.
Yep,
You were
I
as-
thought it was friendly, and that was not correct.
Mm-hmm. They learned firsthand the horror of messing with the mythos.
Yeah, and
Some
it
people
was
got shot.
apart. Yep.
Yes.
Like toyed with
Nearly a
everything.
couple of zombies. Oh,
Yep.
dude.
Yep.
Eustace had a good time.
Yeah, Eustace had a perfectly good time. He went. He had to go into an institution, I believe. But
No,
oh, he didn't.
I lost 2 points of sanity,
Oh,
dog.
right.
I'm perfectly fine.
Oh right, I forgot. Yeah, you were the one who was just having a grand old time.
Yeah, Eustace
Yep.
actually was having a good time.
I know
Yeah,
I was the one that got
Ogden,
institutionalized.
Yeah.
Ogden paid some people to help him.
Yeah, Ogden has those means to just like pay his way out of insanity.
Yep.
But
The fancy house calls. I got stuck in a straitjacket for 2 months.
yep, but yeah, now we but most importantly, I guess story-wise, in terms of foreshadowing, there were two key things, I think. One of them as a result of a failed pushed roll, and the other as a result of that I made up on the spot. Those specifically being related to Alice. Anybody else remember what those are?
I do, but we should let Alice explain.
Yes, Alice, would you like to explain?
Let's see, there was the guy that my character ran into who had this text they basically shoved in my hands and wandered off.
Yeah. But before that, there was something as well.
Oh, way in the vision, in the beginning, that we're talking about? The sarcophagus, I guess.
Yeah, when you were trying to decipher or identify the markings on the inside of that little sarcophagus.
There were, Alice suffered visions of the continent and the ocean that doesn't
Ooh.
exist anymore, and the Mew people, and Tanathoa, some kind of horrific looking god.
Exactly. And for those reasons, I have modified some of what if anybody's watching what you might see in other playthroughs of this. So this one will be a little unique.
Nice.
So,
Hell yeah.
I gave Eustace, it was Eustace, I believe. I gave the kind of introduction at first, but I'll remind you guys all. So, let me pull it up.
Are we talking about Mr. Knott?
Yeah, he asked you to examine,
Okay.
he's like,
The
Yeah.
Corbett house.
yeah, the former tenants, the Macario family, were involved in a tragedy, and the owner wishes to understand the mysterious happenings at the house and set matters straight. Because he tells you, like, I got this place at an auction, but I can't rent, like, these are the last people to rent it out, and I haven't been able to rent it out in months, because nobody will touch the place. And I can't flip it either, because, again, nobody will touch the place. But, so I'm just looking for, I trust you, you're a friend, you won't, if there's any shit that, shouldn't be out, I can trust you to keep your discretion. And he gave you the keys, the address, and each of you, since Eustace, I'm guessing you kind of recommended your buddies.
Oh yeah. I said, you know what, Mr. Knott? I think I got the perfect team for this.
Yep.
And then the Ocean's 11 theme song started playing.
Yep, as all of them get a letter from you, or a telegram.
Yep. In a cool montage.
Just cuts to each player character. What is each player character doing when they receive the telegram?
I'm in the middle of baptizing a baby. When I raise the baby out of the water, it somehow is turned into a
Into the
courier with
telegram.
You know what?
Yeah.
I will allow it, but make me a sanity
The
roll.
baby just is holding the telegram.
Okay.
Make
I'll-
a sanity roll.
Yeah, make a sanity roll.
First roll of the game, or of the night. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yo.
Start off right.
Okay.
Oh,
You just dismiss it as a vision from the Lord.
take it in stride.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Philip notices it packed into his mailbox along with about a month's worth of mail.
Okay. Yeah, that fits. What about Alice? What is Alice doing?
I think Alice would be swimming at the college pool, university pool at Miskatonic University, where she's maybe taken up a temporary position since she's staying in America for the time being.
Nice.
She like swims up out of the pool like in a so I feel like this is a movie scene type of thing.
Yeah.
So just hands her over and walks off.
Samuel L. Jackson shows up. He goes, "Message," and then he walks away.
Yeah, exactly. This is a message for you, motherfucker.
Nice.
All right, what's FICO doing?
So Ogden is just lounging in his home,
Yes.
in his smoking jacket, smoking a pipe, and one of the servants comes up. Telegram for you, sir. And hands it over.
And now, we cut to you all. You're sitting in a little cafe or coffee shop with Mr. Knott. And he tells you, this house has a lot of history, so there might be some, digging that needs to be done, check out old newspaper articles at the Boston Globe offices, head to Central Library, go to the Hall of Records.
Ah, yes, researching, my favorite activity. Besides uncovering antiques, that is.
Oh, yeah, this is why I gave you this job, boy. I know this is right up your alley.
It sure is.
Holy crap! This is just like the time No. Roll sanity as you suddenly find yourself in a cutaway. Sorry, I couldn't help it. But, Yeah.
Yep, with that accent, you could. I
Yeah.
could.
At some point, I am going to slip into a random Family Guy character voice for an NPC, and I will not tell you when.
Hell
His name
yes.
be PETA.
It could be Pete.
Peter.
Peter, the horse is here. But yeah,
But I feel like this music is going more into like film noir than
yeah, it is. It's starting to get into 1930s, but let's change to more. So,
On those typewriters.
yeah, where are you guys going? Where are you guys headed to first?
So we're already in Boston, like we're already at the location technically, like in the city.
Yep. You've been invited into
Okay.
the city. By the way, Eustace, your buddy,
Yes, sir?
Mr. Corbett, he lives nearby, relatively. Do you give him word that you're going to be in town?
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely send Theodore a telegram, tell him that I'm gonna be in Boston and looking at an unrelated Corbett house. That's all I tell him though. I don't tell him any of the information as
Yeah.
to why I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Well, he tells you that he's just had a harvest of fresh vegetables, which you remember being just like the highest
Amazing.
quality of. Yeah. He tells you, like, we can meet up somewhere and I'll give you a whole basket.
Yeah, I would like that. I ask the group, I say I'm meeting a fellow friend, a man by the name of Theodore. He lives here in town. If any of you'd like to accompany me, I'd be happy to drive.
His name is actually Bernard. Theodore was his father.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you knew his-
I misread it. Dealing first with Theodore, but now I deal with Bernard. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Theodore
yeah.
died in a tragic
My bad.
accident in India 14 years ago.
Yep.
well, some friend you are.
You know what? So yeah, Bernard is who we're going to meet.
Yeah. And
If any of you'd care to join me,
I could go for a
Pipes
car
up
ride.
bit. I'd like to drop by the house first, see what's going on, but I guess probably stick around with y'all.
trust me, Philip, we have plenty of time. No need to rush.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I
remember-
kinda know what that's like.
Investigation.
When your nose is thoroughly mangled still.
Yep. So, you, where do you tell them you want to meet? Like, what kind of environment? Like, coffee shop, cafe, like, bookstore?
I mean, we could meet out in front of the library where we were going to go do some research. We could meet him there first and then go into the library after meeting with him.
Alright. Allow me to, so you guys are going to the library?
The
Sounds
library.
okay with me.
Okay. Let me,
The library.
If you don't mind me asking, Ogden, where are you sitting? In the car.
Probably in the back seat.
Backseat?
Like a boss.
Eustace, where would you have stuck me? I'm assuming I ain't riding shotgun.
Oh, I don't stick any people anywhere. I just got into the driver's seat.
I'm gonna say I went out of my way to sit next to you, Ogden. Ogden, sorry about last time.
Oh, no worries. I remember. I think I shot first.
Your dad.
Then
You
it
got-
was a warranted response. Just please do not let that happen again.
If you don't shoot me again, I won't.
Well, I will
But I
try my
appreciate it.
best.
That's all I ask.
okay, so you,
Ogden's gonna extend a hand to give him a firm handshake.
Did I return it?
Well,
Nice.
here's
Now
to
that we're all
burying the
friends.
I should really rather not like to have to patch someone up in such a state again.
And by the way, I fudged that so that you guys could survive. You normally, like, no matter how good the roll is, you usually only get 1 hit point back from like a first aid in the field, which is how I'm going to run it going forward. But because it was the first scenario, you know.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Anyways, before you know it, you're at the Boston Central Library. You see Bernard waiting for you outside. He's got a whole basket of fresh fruits and vegetables, and he sees you and he smiles.
I smile back and I say, Bernard, how have you been? How long has it been since we've seen each other last?
2 or 3 years? It's been too long, old friend.
Indeed. And I'll grab his arms and kind of bring him in for a little hug.
Yep, he hugs you back and he says, so how's the business been treating you?
The business is, well, as the young kids say, the business is booming. I actually just hired on an assistant. Actually, I've been caught up in some traveling and some doing some personal things. But yeah, a young man in his 20s named Alistair. He's been coming around and looking at the knickknacks every day, and he's very smart, and he knows his history. He knows his stuff. He can see an artifact and pinpoint exactly where it came from. So I just had to hire him.
That's
How have you been? How's your life been since we last spoke?
Oh well, it's been excellent. With the unfortunate the loss of my wife and during childbirth was very hard, but I'm still making it work. Still growing fresh fruits and vegetables, still contributing, which, by the way, I will have to depart soon as I have to drop off a check for a donation to the Beacon Hill Children's Hospital, but
Of
here.
course.
But here, if you need anything, just let me know, and here, take this. He gives you a basket of just fresh fruits and vegetables.
I can barely hold it because Eustace is such a small, frail man. Thank you, Bernard. These look delicious. I cannot wait.
Oh, of course. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again.
Indeed. You have a great day, and tell those children that you're donating to that they should stay good and stay in the straight and narrow.
I certainly will.
Excellent.
And
Thank you so much, Bernard.
And thank you for being a friend. Travel back the road and down again.
Of course. I shall call for you if we need anything, or if we just wanted to stop by maybe for a cup of coffee later. I'll be staying in Boston for maybe a few days. So.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Excellent.
But, anyways, you guys go into the library. So, to find stuff, you guys are going to need to make a library use roll.
Yo, let me get my thing ready. Let's go. Boom.
Okay, let's see. That is a success. So, anybody else, because basically,
I was say, Alice, you want
Alice
to get up in this
is
bitch?
champing at the bit to get into this place.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So, basically, for every success, it basically means since 2 different players got a success, that means you found 2 clues in the same half of a day. So if anybody else wants to roll and
I mean, you might as well try while we're in
Might
here,
as
right?
well just try to roll it.
Yeah.
I'll walk up to Eustace, or Philip's gonna walk up to Eustace and ask, hey, you look like you're having some trouble about the basket of fruits.
Yes, it's very heavy.
I'll stick around outside. I ain't too good looking this junk up.
Ogden is going to get
Ooh.
extremely distracted by the librarian.
Okay, yeah. And, Lucius, you're looking through some shelves and, you just, like, you trip on, just, like, something on the floor and you just swipe all the books off a shelf in your struggle to kind of maintain your balance, and the librarian looks at you, and if looks could kill, you'd be dead.
Everyone in the library just turns and goes,
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, now you just look like a total asshole.
Oh my goodness,
Shh.
that's all Martin's gonna say.
Nice.
Okay, so,
Give me, Father.
I'm going to give you 3 handouts because of the hard success. So, yeah,
Yeah.
Are we all getting our own unique handouts?
you're all getting these ones that,
Handout 3, 4, and 5.
yeah. So, you find records that, the house in question was built in 1835 by a prosperous merchant, who unfortunately fell ill very quickly afterwards, and he sold it to a Mr. Walbert Corbett Esquire. And then, a little less than 20 years later, 17 years later, he is sued by his neighbors, who petitioned to force him to leave the area in consequence of his serious habits and unauspicious demeanor. But evidently,
What
Corbett.
does Surius mean?
That means he was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and evidently he won the lawsuit, but he died in 1866. His obituary states that he still lived in the same place, so clearly he did not get forced out. It also states that a second lawsuit was being waged to prevent Corbett from being buried in his basement, as he had provided in his will.
Interesting.
Yeah. Kind of fucking weird
Well,
that he wanted to be buried in his basement.
Yeah.
But
There's some weird
It's a little
cult shit. That's
strange.
probably why.
Maybe.
He's a vampire.
True.
I don't know why that would require him to be buried in his basement.
so, do you guys want to spend another half day trying to, do you guys want to spend another half day? You can all roll again if that is the case.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna spend another half day.
I'm sure there's more.
Let's
to find
go.
Okay, you find, you look and look for more information on that lawsuit,
Let's
And-
go.
and you find that there,
Not true.
no matter how you look, you are unable to find any sort of recording of the outcome of the second lawsuit. Perhaps it was not resolved before his death. But I will also tell you that with those extreme and critical successes, you have a feeling that it would be a good idea to go to the Boston Globe, the Hall of Records, the higher courts, and possibly you imagine that considering the madness that overtook the tenants, the Macario family, you might actually be able to talk to them at the Roxbury Sanitarium, or Sanatorium, rather.
We got a couple places we can go.
Yep.
A few places.
But you can
Anyone
also
has
go to the
records.
house.
The courts must have records.
I agree, Hallis. I agree. I think we need to go and find these public records of this lawsuit.
Yep.
What'd you call it? The Boston Globe?
The Boston Globe is the newspaper, like the de facto newspaper of Boston.
Okay, so we'd have to go to the courthouse to get the
Yeah,
court
the higher
records.
course, like the central police station.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that where you want to go next?
I think that's where we should go next to find more information. See if we can't find any more information on these lawsuits.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you have, since you spent 2 halves of a day, I'm guessing you guys would have, slept and not spent 24 hours straight.
Me and Alice are going hard. No, yeah, we're going.
Alice might have. Somebody would probably have to drag her out.
Yeah, I say after Alice says that someone else must have some more information on this, I like kind of pull her aside and I say, Alice, it's getting late. Our minds will be better tomorrow, fresh, especially after all these fresh fruit and vegetables that I just got.
Yep.
Why don't we go back to a hotel? We'll get some rooms. I'll make us some nice fruit and vegetable salads, and we'll have a good night, and we'll wake up fresh tomorrow morning.
Late? It must be barely tea time.
I pull out my
What?
pocket watch. It's 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, perhaps you're right then.
Yep. And you guys, Ogden, because you guys have Ogden around, you're able to afford pretty luxury accommodations.
Hell yeah. Ogden's like, put it on my tab.
Yep. He has the Amex Platinum.
You getting them points, them frequent
I
flyer
gotta say,
miles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Diners Club.
Lucius has been offered a place to stay at the Catholic Church in Boston already, so whether he's sleeping in a lavish hotel.
That's fair. Humility and all that. But okay, you guys agree to meet the next morning at the Central Police Station / Central Hall of Records.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I would walk up to the front desk and ask them where public records would be, or
So-
if I could even access public records.
You'll,
Especially pertaining towards the lawsuits against Mr. Corbett, Walter
So-
Corbett, Esquire.
Yep, you, let me see. I'm gonna have, I'm gonna have Philip make this roll, but I'm not going to tell you the result.
All right, whisper to keeper.
I'll just roll the D100, and I'm just gonna compare it because I can see your character sheet.
You can. Okay, cool.
Okay,
He sees all.
so, you, Philip, you know, Kim DeBrune, who is a clerk in the court offices, but you're not particularly close. Like, you were never a lawman, but you are able to find her, and, she seems quite unscrupulous. Look, I can't just let anybody go into I can't just let anybody access any of the files around here. That would be disgusting.
Lois Griffin, damn it.
Yep.
I'm gonna need... So,
Man, come on, I washed my hands this time.
does anybody want to try a
I
social...
don't work on a farm anymore.
Do you want it? Because it'll be a credit rating, persuade, charm, or fast talk.
Credit rating.
Yeah, like, because
You can just be like, I'm not just any person. I'm rich.
that is
Yeah,
it.
I'll try.
You-
What?
With that, I'm assured to
Can
succeed on this.
Ogden push that?
How are you pushing this?
So as Ogden is going to go up to you, you just see someone splashes coffee in his face, so he just looks... Not splashes coffee, trips and throws their lunch in his face, so he looks absolutely disgusting, and he has to wipe himself clean.
Okay. So he's... Okay.
It doesn't work.
Well,
It was the mustard stain.
that is absolutely disgusting, sir. I'm gonna have to call someone real... And you see...
No,
It wasn't
no.
someone's lunch. Oh no, it was the manure from outside.
Yeah,
Oh jeez.
a member of the...
Sorry, ma'am. I'm gonna step out to clean myself up.
You actually don't have a chance. A police officer actually comes out and escorts you out. He's pretty strong. He's strong-arming you.
How strong is he?
He's
I'm sorry, that was fucking hilarious.
he's incredibly strong. Like this guy could probably beat you to death.
I need a number, man.
90.
He is not stronger than Ogden.
Ogden, what is your strength?
My strength is 90.
Jesus Christ.
Ogden will not resist, but you can see as the police officer is trying to drag Ogden kind of picks the police officer up and walks out with him. just like, no man, no, you're not dragging me. We are both walking out.
Make me a fighting maneuver at a hard. It's gonna be hard because he's also he's got a higher size and build than you, so. And it's not like you're trying to fight him. This is just literally seeing if you can carry him or if you're gonna blow your back out. You try, but he's like, you may be strong, little man, but.
I did it. You just see he grabs Ogden's belt and picks Ogden up.
Yeah, he just kind of. Yep, and he
just tosses Ogden outside.
And he tells you, like, if you ever try and pull a stunt like that again around here, I'm gonna issue a warrant, and you're gonna be behind bars, buddy.
This police officer is Marty's great grandfather, by the way.
Yeah. Does anybody else want to try something?
Yeah, yeah. After Eustace catches his breath from laughing at Ogden so hard, he pulls out a handkerchief and wipes his forehead off a little bit and puts it back in his coat pocket
and I'm gonna say Kim was laughing as well, and so you're gonna get a bonus die to this one.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah. Especially if you insult Ogden in front of her.
I'm gonna walk up to her and say, I am so incredibly sorry for what just happened there. My oafish friend back there does not always know where his feet are.
Oh, clearly.
But
you're a real charmer.
You know, I like to treat people nicely. That's all.
You're a wonderful man.
I think that these records, I do believe they are public, are they not?
You would have to make a law roll to figure that out.
Okay, well then I'm not gonna roll that.
Yep, this is gonna be. I'm guessing.
I'm gonna say, ma'am, I believe.
Philip, do you want to spend luck? You could spend 8 luck.
8 only?
Yeah.
Go with a yes, because I've not.
Or 7 actually. Yeah, it would be 7 luck. Okay, so you know that there is like, yeah. So you know that there is a there's like a little legal loophole, and since you've used luck to succeed, she seems to warm up to you pretty readily, and she says, okay, look, since you guys are so charming, except for that damn fool. And she kind of looks out, kind of where Ogden got us. Let me, I'll help you out.
Please, we would be delighted if you did so. Let's go.
Yep. And you get a handout.
For your help.
You're welcome. As you head out, you just hear, Peter, the horse is here.
It's like, no, not even war manure on my suit.
Okay, Ogden.
Massive fart. Oh god, it's on my shoes. In my socks.
We might have to hose you down before getting back in the car, Ogden.
I feel that I should just walk at this point.
Okay, so
I'll read it.
yeah, go ahead.
Handout number 8.
Yep.
The file concerns a secret raid on the Chapel of Contemplation. The police raid was occasioned by affidavits swearing that members of the church were responsible for the disappearance of neighborhood children. During the raid, 3 policemen and 17 cult members were killed by gunplay or fire. Autopsy reports are singularly lacking detail and uninformative, as though the coroner had not actually performed the examinations. Though 54 members of the church were arrested, all but 8 were released. Of those released, no information is recorded. Of those arrested, records state that each one had their eyes gouged out. Okay. Perhaps as part of one of the church's rituals. The records hint of illegal intervention in the proceedings by an important local official, offering stories of the battle, the biggest criminal action in this city's history, that never appeared in print. Pastor Michael Thomas was arrested and sentenced to 40 years in prison on 5 counts of second-degree murder. He escaped from prison in 1917 and fled the state. Oh, shoot. We got a church boy caught up with all this.
No Church of God.
No, I don't believe it was a Church of God. Chapel of Contemplation. Did we not hear of such a place
You did.
last case that we were investigating?
You heard that Marion Allen had briefly been affiliated with that church.
That's right. That's right. Plot thickens. Well, I wonder if... Wait, hold on. It said that none of this had been published, right? None of this was... Like, there was, like, no...
Yeah, this specific raid, there was not...
No news of it.
Yeah.
Never appeared in print. Okay, so going to the newspaper probably wouldn't help us in this situation if we wanted to go there.
I mean, there might be stuff there.
Right. There might be information, but maybe not just about this one handout that we're reading.
Yeah, not about this one handout, but there would potentially be more information to give you some more context on the history of this manor.
How long did we just...
was covered up?
This probably just took like a couple hours.
Okay, cool.
Like, you still have the rest of the day.
What'd you say, Alice? Sorry.
I suppose this was a cover-up.
It does appear to be some sort of cover-up, but why? Who's this
Perhaps
Pastor
the
Michael
story
Thomas?
It's too horrific. Be shared openly.
It seems they did not have legal right to raid the church, perhaps.
It could be.
Yeah. Someone on the inside paid someone. Made
Yep.
sure the whole thing went away.
Yeah, Ogden knows
There's some
firsthand that
neighbors.
money... Yeah, they're, you could go to the neighborhood and ask around.
No, I meant, did you say there are people in this sanitarium or?
Yeah, the former,
yeah.
the former, like, the most recent former tenants are,
The Macarios, right?
yep, they are interred in the Roxbury Sanatorium.
It probably wouldn't hurt to go
Perhaps
talk
they-
to him.
They may have some insight.
I agree, Father. I think we should go there next.
Okay.
Hop in the old jalopy. This is a big picture. Ooh.
Jesus, take the wheel.
So,
Lucius grabs the wheel.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
So,
As we're pulling up, I glance over at Philip. Is he getting nervous, getting closer to the sanatorium of maybe some memories that he might be suppressing? I don't know. I'm just kidding. I do
I'd
look at
say-
him though.
I'd say more so a little bit of an anxiety, but more so of a frustrated anxiety.
Yeah.
Starts
You
mumbling
get what I
about the hose.
Not the hose, not the hose,
Say-
not again.
I say, Philip, you do not have to come in to here as well. If you want, you can grab a fresh apple or orange if you'd like from the basket.
Have any of you guys eaten any of the
Wait.
fruits?
Yeah,
Oranges in Boston.
So the night that we went to sleep, before we went to sleep, I made everybody vegetable salads.
Okay.
And then in the morning, I made everybody a fruit bowl.
Okay. Those who ate it,
I probably would have snacked on something while waiting outside the library.
okay, those who ate it, add 1 sanity.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's really insanely good fruit. No pun
We
intended.
go
to-
max.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that okay? Cool.
Yeah, because your maximum theoretical sanity is just 99 minus whatever you have in Cthulhu mythos. So
That's awesome.
Oops.
that's why you can go over like your technical starting sanity, because you just can't ever go up beyond the number of 99 minus whatever your Cthulhu mythos skill is.
Cool.
So
Hell yeah, the fruits and vegetables are fucking good.
yeah, Corbett is a great guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Snozberries taste like snozberries.
He invented his own fruit.
Yeah, he did. Who knows? But anyways,
Yeah.
do you guys ask
Philip
after
respond.
patients? Yep, go ahead.
Philip does respond, however, what was it? In here specifically to deal with that kind of thing. Can't go in here now, then they didn't do their job.
I'm going to ask if we can have some time with a couple patients.
Yeah, of course. They note that you talk about the Makari as well. Yeah, those ones, they're a bit beyond our, like, we've been working with them for months with no progress.
Perhaps some divine intervention.
Who knows? Who knows? At this point, might as well try.
Alice is going to be a little bit shifty and asked to go stay outside with Philip.
Of course, Alice, you don't need to stay here. We'll convey everything that we learn to you.
Okay.
Perhaps Philip would like some company.
I will say if you're standing outside with Philip, you will be alone, because Philip will be following them.
Oh, Philip decided to come in.
Yes. I
Hell yeah.
apologize. I thought that's what I had sort of made my character out to be doing.
Oh, maybe.
apologize.
I didn't really quite understand what you were saying, but yeah, okay. No worries.
I guess my whole thing was going to the sanitarium originally was to deal with fears. So
Yeah.
if I can't deal with fears, then they didn't do their job.
I see.
So, yep. Yes,
Well-
please continue.
Well, Alice, since you'll be staying outside by yourself, you definitely are more welcome to more fruit and vegetables if you like. They're in the back of the car.
Yeah, I'll watch the car.
I hand her the keys. I trust you.
So, which one?
Alice steals my car.
You know, Grand Theft Auto
That's not
1920s.
the drive.
You're like,
Steal
the
it.
wheel's on the wrong
Steal it.
side.
Alice definitely would not know how to drive.
Yeah,
Oh,
that.
nice.
She's
Okay.
been living in London for her adult life.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
the trolley. Anything from the trolley? But
Okay.
so,
Let's go talk to these psychopaths.
yep, there are two. You note, Vittorio and his wife Gabriella. They have 2 children, but you know that they are being cared for by relatives in Baltimore.
Vittorio. Gabriella.
Which one do you want to see first?
Let's see, Vittorio.
Okay. You enter a one of the orderlies shows you to the room, and you see a hunched, disheveled-looking figure clasping a Bible to his chest. He just seems to keep repeating to himself, "The devil caused its own fate. The 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 devil caused its own fate."
His name again, Vittorio. Let's say his name. Vittorio.
The devil caused his own fate. He, in a flash of motion, he jumps and, like, plants his hands on the front door. "The devil caused his own fate!" You can see, he scrawled images into the Bible with his fingernails.
He
And
just takes a step back when he jumps to the door.
and you just see it looks like an almost kind of man-like figure but like almost mummified, but not like wrapped in cloth. Everybody give me a sanity roll.
Can you repeat that?
Everybody
Cut out.
everybody give me a sanity roll.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming that previous one doesn't count.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
And you're keeping it together.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So
Yep.
yeah, none of you lose sanity for that.
Awesome.
But
So say who? Because he said that. But he say the devil
the devil caused his own fate.
caused his own fate.
Whatever the heck that means.
Don't you see?
Yep.
Don't you see? And he goes back to kind of sitting and kind of cradling in the corner.
Perhaps he's referring to the fact that the devil was once an angel. Defied God. Or perhaps he's comparing a person to the devil. And they've brought evil upon themselves.
Maybe he actually saw the devil.
Do you guys want to?
Maybe he is in his own head.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Do you guys want to ask after Gabriella, or?
Yeah, I don't really see what more we're going to.
We're not getting much out of Vittoria. Yeah.
He didn't
just
respond
gonna
to my
say-
question, did he?
What was your question?
My question was, what was the fate of the devil?
He just tapped on the kind of crude drawing.
Can we tell what the drawing is?
It's like almost like a mummified type figure, but it's not like it's wrapped in like embalming wrap. It's like it's almost like almost petrified.
Yeah, like a preserved body.
Why am I wanting to say desiccated? That doesn't sound right.
I mean, it
Like
would
picturing
be.
like
That's actually a pretty accurate term.
I'm picturing like Otzi, that dude that they found frozen in permafrost in like
Yeah,
like Siberia or whatever. That's kind of
Yeah.
what I'm picking. Like brown, like the skin's turned brown.
Yeah,
but the
brown and,
skin is
like-
basically just leather.
Yeah, it's almost like wood.
yeah.
It's almost like wood,
Yes.
but like keep in mind the drawing isn't super detailed. Like it's just
Of
because it was
course.
literally made by fingernails just scratching on the.
Yeah.
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 But that's
Yes,
kind of what you
desiccated is
get.
the word.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay.
Say that you find peace, brother. The Lord is on your side.
he doesn't respond. He just kind of sits in the corner, kind of rocking back and forth while clutching his Bible.
Let's go find Gabriella.
Very well. I'll take you to her now, the orderly says, and he takes you over to a woman. She seems a lot more self-aware than her husband, though she is very like she's got these bags underneath her eyes, like she just has not been sleeping well, and
And what's her name? Gabriella.
Macario. Macario.
Oh man, I was close. Thought it was Mercurio with a U.
But,
Mercurio.
Macario.
Gabriella, you have visitors. Oh, she kind of says weakly.
Miss Macario. You have a moment to speak with me.
Of course, Father.
My name is Father Lucius Martin.
May the Lord bless you.
We have just moments ago met with your husband.
You can see that when you mention her as husband, she gets visibly, like, you can see just subtly that she's, like,
You should.
yeah, she's starting to become a little agitated or upset.
I lean over and I whisper to Lucius. I say, maybe it is unwise to mention the husband.
Perhaps you are right. Gosh, I'm trying to think of how I want to ask the question or.
Yeah. And I'm not going to make you do any rolls for this, so it's more just about, like, depending on, like, how you kind of ask, you may get more or less questions.
Go ahead, Cheese.
To say we're aware of some evil events that have happened in the past in this town, and we wish to determine what has happened and perhaps find a way to stop this evil.
Yes, the evil in the house, the evil in the house.
Bring some closure to this disaster.
Yes, the devil in the house. It's the burning eyes, the living corpse, oh God, I saw it in my nightmares. Sometimes dishes, sometimes kitchen knives, sometimes entire chairs. They would fly around the room. It hated my husband. He received the worst of its ire, but every night, the same nightmare. Burning eyes, those horrible eyes. And she just starts to absolutely break down. Like, at this point, like, the orderly is like, okay, look, calm down, Miss Gabriella. Like, let's take some deep breaths, and he starts to kind of usher you out.
I do apologize for agitating her like that, but that may have been of some use.
Well, I hope that you are able to do whatever it is you are going to do and bring peace to these poor people.
We promise you we'll do our best.
Can I ask the orderly if they've ever admitted any other patients like these two?
I don't know much about the history, but I do know that there have been, not in recent history, but there have been reports of similar things, but all of those people died
Could
long
I
ago.
attempt to persuade him to show us maybe some, like, admissions papers of them, or, like, some kind of psychological evaluation, see if there's any information written from an interview of them?
Of specifically these two?
Yeah.
Yes, but it doesn't tell you anything more than what you've seen. They were found. They had run out of the house with their children, kind of clutching their children to get to, like, close, screaming about the devil and the accursed house and the living death, and
Gotcha.
all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
Alright, well, I won't
Like-
pursue any further then.
but yeah, if you want to know more about, I'll give you this because of your experience. If you want to know more about like the kind of past tenants of the house and everything, you would go to the Globe. And then if you
Yeah,
wanted some
look up
more
the-
like personal stuff like about the specifics of the house, you might go to the ask around the neighborhood. You could also go to the site of the old church.
An old church might be.
Yeah.
I mean, wait, it's old, so it
Yeah, the
means
chapel
it's like
of
abandoned,
contemplation.
correct?
Yeah, like the chapel of
Yeah, okay,
contemplation. You could go to.
Okay. I think Eustace is going to bring up the newspaper, and just maybe we can just find, like Eustace says, maybe if we go to the Globe, maybe we can just find some more just basic information on the people who actually lived in this house, because we know nothing about what's his name, Mr. Knott.
Yeah,
Or no, not Mr. Knott, but
Walter Corbett, Esquire.
yeah, well, yeah, we don't know really anything about him, honestly. We just know that he bought the house and then he sued.
Yeah, that he
because
was
of his
sued.
weird. Yeah, he's sued for his weird behaviors and habits, and then there's a second lawsuit, and then he dies.
Yeah.
That's all we know about him. So maybe that would be good, but also I think going around the neighborhood also and like asking neighbors
You could
might
split.
be even better.
Yep, you could split up and do both at the same time.
I'm always cool with splitting, but I don't know how everybody else feels about that. I'll look
Guess
at
I'm gonna get
Alice.
Smacked in the face again.
Wait, who's getting smacked in the face?
I'm saying as long as I don't.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
He just
Okay.
looks around and says, "I think that shouldn't be a problem, but I mean, if just be on your guard, Philip. It'll be all right."
Just don't do
Yeah.
anything to agitate another person.
You walking down a set of steps.
okay.
Yeah, true.
Walking down a set of steps in a house that isn't yours.
Exactly.
So
Wasn't his
It
either.
wasn't his either.
It doesn't matter. If we were in a house that was not ours, that guy could have been the owner of the house. And
Anyway.
if it was my house, I would have done the same thing. But yeah, anyway.
so
Valid.
where are you guys going? Or do you want
I'd
to
like
split
to go
up?
to the newspaper.
Okay.
I'm not a horribly personal person. Maybe Ogden. Maybe you could. Well, never mind. You're not that personal either. Pulls out his collar. I'm just kidding, Ogden. Please don't hurt me. You're strong.
Yep.
No worries. That was a fluke.
It was a fluke, once in a lifetime opportunity, but I believe we should split. I think some of us should go talk to the neighbors while some of us research at the newspaper.
Okay. I just need to know who's going where.
Let's check out the neighborhood.
I'm all about the newspaper.
Okay. So I will go with the newspaper first, and then we'll kind of cut. So
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna go with the neighborhood.
okay. So whoever's going to the Boston Globe, place yourselves on this. This is actually a 1920 sketch of what the Globe looked like at that time. I actually found it through searching.
That's
so
cool.
It's
You can see it says the Globe on it. That's cool.
yeah, and the reason it's
think
low
Alice will
resolution
go
is
to the
because
Globe.
it's historical. It's a historical drawing. So
So me and Alice went to the newspaper and everybody else went to the neighborhood?
Yep.
seems like it.
Cool.
So-
Cool.
What is your
Well, maybe.
what is your goal here?
I think our goal, my goal, is to find any more information out about the house. I'm sure, like, when the house was built, I'm sure, like, a news article went up in the paper at some point, because I feel like that's big news in a town when, like, a new house gets built. even in a big town like Boston, I feel like that would still be kind of
Yeah.
maybe not front page newsworthy, but it's definitely going to be in the newspaper. I feel like.
Yeah.
I want to find out more information on the house, and I'd also like to maybe, if possible, find out more information on the Macarios and Corbett. What's his face?
Walter Corbett
God, I
Esquire.
can't- Yeah, Walter Corbett Esquire. Thank
Okay.
you.
So,
He's an Esquire. There should be some kind of information about him.
so
Exactly.
you guys walk up and you just hear, crap, mega crap, get out, you're fired. Get me pictures of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
I'm sorry, force of habit. You're fired.
I don't work here, sir.
Whatever. Welcome aboard. He shakes your hand, and then
Okay.
you're fired.
Right.
And
Do
so,
I pack up my things now?
yes. Look, what are you here for? Why are you bothering me? What do you want?
I just, I thought that maybe this would be a great place to find some historical information, possibly, and
Yeah, you might,
some
but
information on some residents of the town.
why should I show you? Who are you? Like, who are you? Why should I care? Why should I give a crap?
Sir,
Basically, decide
name is-
which interpersonal skill you want to try and use, and then
oh,
base it on that.
Can Alice just literally give puppy eyes and roll appearance?
I would allow a bonus dice to charm if you do that, for either of you. Like, if one of you wanted to make a charm roll and then you made a successful appearance roll, I would give a bonus dice to the charm roll. Or the persuade.
what's your charm?
Undo the first button of your blouse.
I've got a pretty good persuade, but my charm is 15.
My charm is 30.
But I would allow, like,
Persuade's
if she
55.
if she passes appearance, I would allow a bonus dice to your, persuade.
Yeah, roll your appearance, then I'll roll persuade.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay.
J. Jonah Jameson does not give a fuck.
No, he does not.
He said, "You don't look like Spider-Man. You're not. I don't care."
Yep. You're not Spider-Man. Parker, get in here!
Actual.
You see this kind of scruffy-looking guy with, like, short brown hair and glasses. Yes, Mr. Jameson. Why are you in here? What are you doing? You're not a writer, you're a photographer. Go out there and get me some pictures! Get out!
Wow. I look over at Alice. I say, this man's blood pressure is through the roof.
You need some of those fruits you have.
I think so, actually.
If you offer him one, I will give you a...
I run outside and I grab an apple and I come back inside. And I just set it on the table. I say, "Here, I believe that this is for you."
What is that? Huh? Damn, that's good! We gotta write a story on this! Get a bonus dice to your persuade.
Nice.
Okay, you don't need it. So, hard to say. Alright. You've got some damn good fruit. That'll give us a good story. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
and I tell
I'll
them
take
all
you to the
about,
morgue.
like, I tell them all about what's his face?
Bernard Corbett?
Theodore? Bernard, yeah.
yeah.
I tell them all
Oh,
about
yeah,
Bernard,
Mr.
where
Corbett.
he grows. He's local.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Beacon Hill, he's a great citizen. He's always been a great contributor to everything. We know him. We'll have that in tomorrow's newspaper.
Excellent, excellent. I'm sure he'll be very happy to know that his famous fruit are about to be even more famous.
Yes, now let me take you to the morgue. That's what we call the old newspaper clippings files in the basement.
Lord.
Yep. They're dead.
awesome.
They're dead stories, son.
That's
And
awesome.
yep. So you see he's kind of chomping on a cigar, puffs
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit, and He says, Miss Blake! This is our records keeper. This is our records keeper, Ruth Blake. She'll take you out. She'll take you down to the morgue. Oh, hello. Hello. Yeah, I'll take you down there.
Well, thank you, Miss Blake.
Yeah, and she takes you into a dusty basement filled with filing cabinets and stacked high with old newspapers and other assorted junk. The whole room smells musty, and the boiler system in the corner gives out a lot of heat. The clippings are filed by street address, so...
Perfect. Do we know the street address of the house?
Yes, you do.
I assume that the guy gave us all the information. You said he gave us the key and everything, so yeah.
So you're able to find it.
Easy.
And I will show you the handout.
See where they
You wanna read?
morgue.
Indeed. Only the dead could survive down here. Would you care to read it, Alice, this time?
Here we are. Unpublished story from the Boston Globe, 1918. 1918 feature story, which was never published. It states that in 1880, a family of French immigrants moved into the house, but fled after a series of violent accidents, left the parents dead and the 3 children crippled. The house long stood vacant. Okay, in 1909, another family moved in and immediately fell prey to illness. In 1914, the oldest brother went mad and killed himself with a kitchen knife, and the heartbroken family moved out. In 1918, a third family, the Macarios, rented the house, but they left almost immediately after they all became ill at the same time.
That's one way to word it.
Yeah. Ill in the brain by what they saw.
Yep, you note that the
So
thing...
it seems...
It
go ahead.
says, the old Corbett place. Haunted is the article header. And you see the, kind of the editor's comments in the margins saying, crap, mega crap. I'm supposed to put a front page story about ghosts?
Can't even take pictures of them. How am I supposed to sell papers?
Yeah. How's this going to help me sell papers?
Yeah.
Now...
It seems that... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your...
I was just gonna add in RP. I was just gonna say that it seems that the problems with this house go back even further than what we thought. Not long further. Only no, wait. Never mind. I had my dates mixed up.
Yeah, that's...
1880 and 1835.
Okay, yeah.
1835 is when
The
Mr.
house was
Walter
built.
Corbett
Yeah,
bought it.
yeah.
Bought it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So...
Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
No worries. Anyways, so the others of you, you're in the neighborhood. You notice that it appears that there's most of the 19th century homes around here have been replaced with new offices and businesses. And you notice that you can see the Corbett house with its overgrown front yard. It seems to be the only private residence on the block.
Dagnabbit.
Dag
Speak with one
nabbit.
of the descendants.
Yeah, or you could speak
Maybe
around with
some
shop.
lawsuit.
You could speak around with like anybody really. You could ask like you could ask like walkers by or anything. I mean, the people who work here still work, like they run businesses close by, so they may have heard something.
Yeah, I'm
They
sure
just ask
stories of
about
this house.
Yeah.
So we can start asking people if there are any rumors about the house.
Probably a good idea.
Well,
Did we get a last name with the lawsuit? The first one? Either of them, actually.
do you mean like who it was filed by?
Yes.
No. It seemed to have been kind of not class action per se, but it seemed to have been filed and corroborated by most of the neighbors. Who?
Yeah, someone around here, if they live near here, would probably know then. Well, great grandpappy probably complained about it a few too many times.
Yeah. So, you guys asking around?
Yeah.
So, there's a paper boy on the side of the street. You ask him, and he says, "Look, I don't know much, sir, but go to find Mr. Dooley. He's a cigar and newspaper vendor around here. He knows the area. He might be able to help you out."
Really? Okay, thanks, kid.
I'm gonna toss the paperboy a quarter for his time.
Why, thank you, mister.
Does he bite it to make sure it's not a chocolate coin?
Yeah, he does.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
Priest hands him the coin.
Yep.
Hey, it's Boston. You don't know what goes
Yeah.
down in Boston, dog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I grew up 30 minutes away from Boston.
I'm gonna shoot him an angry look like a nun who's about to crack him with a
Whack
board.
him. Yes.
Roll me Intimidate.
Hell yeah.
Well, they're quarreling. I'll actually just ask the kid. How much for paper?
Oh, it's only, let me see. They're in alphabetical order. Let's see. I think it would probably be like a nickel.
There it is.
Oh, you succeed. Yeah, he's quite... Check your Intimidate roll. Which reminds me, everybody, when you succeed at a skill, check it. So that we can
Yes.
roll for improvement at the end of... But anyways, yeah, check Intimidate. And he's like, "Gee, sorry, mister. I didn't mean anything by it." And, yeah, you can buy a newspaper. It just tells you about the local goings-on. Like, there's some stories about, you know, investigations into,
You know,
Into-
I gave him a quarter and intimidated him.
yeah.
Get that newspaper for free.
Okay, yeah, yeah. He kind of
I
hands
love
hands it out with shaking hand. "Please, sir, don't hurt me. My mom, she's got a weak heart."
I love that.
Okay, my boy. Just learn some respect.
Of course, father.
Put some
Mister.
respect on his name.
Put some respect on Jesus.
That's right.
Okay, so yeah, he directs you to a man named Mr. Dooley. He tells you he vends cigars and newspapers. He runs a shop in the area. He points you to the store.
Mr. Dooley.
"Yeah, Mr. Dooley, what's it? What big whoop? You want to fight about it?"
You big whoop. Wanna fight about it?
Exactly.
I love that.
Hey, Philip enters the shop.
Okay. Hello there. And yes, I was right. A newspaper would cost a nickel.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But yeah,
That sounds about right.
whereas now it's $4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, who wants to say something?
Hey,
Yep, make me.
you told me you may have known something about the old house up there.
Yep, make me an appearance
haunted
or
or
a
something?
make me an appearance or credit rating roll. Basically, this is how we determine how someone will react to you. And Father Lucius,
Oh,
you can
okay.
make one as well, if you're gonna be interacting with this man.
Should I pick a 25 or a 39?
Would you like Ogden?
Oh,
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, let's go.
he seems pretty.
Such a
He opens up
slim
to.
success.
Yeah, he seems like he's like, "Man, what happened to your face? You know, I hope they have a cream for that." Nah, I'm just kidding. You seem like a good guy. Like, you asked about the you mean the old Corbett house?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just a year after. Yeah, there's definitely It was you know, it was recent incidents. The Macaria family moved into the house just a couple years ago, but just a year after moving in, the father had a serious accident. Shortly after, he went absolutely batshit insane. They say he babbled about a haunting form with burning eyes, And then, just a month ago, the old lady, Miss Macario, also went mad. They're both over in Roxbury Sanitarium. And, well, the kids are down in Baltimore, but from what I've heard, that's not the first instance of, weird happenings at the Corbett house, the old Corbett's house. But, I mean, that creepy chapel is definitely another place that's, a bit spooky, if you ask me.
Yep. I'd be surprised on any of that. Hey, you know, you ever heard anything about the old owner getting sued?
Nah, I never knew the, I never knew the actual Corbett, like, most of, the rest of us, like, none of the people who lived there, who lived in this neighborhood are, still around, or even their descendants. They all moved out years ago. It's really just the business owners now, and then, you know, that old house, but nobody ever seems to take. Just...
Well, it seems to get kicked out just as quick. Get a
Yeah.
ghost or whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it is, who knows, maybe it's, just a bad case of gas.
That's what we can hope. A gas leak sounds like a government thing.
Oh.
Oh, actually, would that have been a thing yet?
Probably
Would
not.
have been the go-to conspiracy thing during this time period.
That is a good question. I am
Probably
not
the mob
sure.
or something.
Yeah, probably the mob, like bootleggers, organized crime. Which,
Rednecks.
yeah. Yeah. Rednecks! Or pronouns.
Do we know
Pronouns! Sorry, I love that sound bit.
You're good.
do we know where the chapel is?
Oh, he points it out. He's like, yeah, it's just down the street there.
Okay, so
Perhaps we should check there next.
Okay.
Thank you, good sir. I think we'll be checking out that.
Yep. Can I interest you in any cigars while you're in here? Got some nice Cubans in.
Hey, give
some
me two of those.
Zubins.
It's
Yeah, some Zubins.
Got anything from Domenica?
Yeah, he's got a whole roll of, he's got a whole, cigar box of them.
Yeah, give me two of those too.
Okay. Let me see if I can...
only two.
I mean, I'm getting four. Want one?
I do not participate in.
Ogden just
Such
buys the
license.
box.
Yep, so, yeah, the box is $2.29.
Alright.
But for you, good friend, I'll sell it to you for $2.
Yeah, seems like a good deal.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Now, if the rest of you guys want to rejoin, you guys go into the chapel?
Yeah, I think, yeah, I'd say to Alice, I think we should probably get back and meet up with the other guys.
Okay.
Does the Dominican Republic even exist at this point?
I honestly don't know. Oh, whoops, wrong. Yep, there we go. Yep, so, what's...
Yes, it
Yeah. What's left of the old church stands at the end of a crooked, dingy street.
Did.
Yep, the ruins are so weathered and overgrown with greenery that the gray stone rubble seems more like natural stone than former walls and foundation. You pass a slumping wall bearing white painted symbols, apparently freshly swabbed? They look like a crudely drawn, tentacled creature with 4 eyes. And let me show you an image of that symbol.
We'll specify, though, the current Dominican Republic is the third republic, at least during the time period of the game. In real life, the current is the fourth republic, so...
Wow, that's crazy.
Hi. Can we see this back at the other house?
Did-
I know you... I don't think you
I'm
saw it...
actually asking that in character.
Yeah. You did not see it at the house. I think, Alice would recognize this symbol because it appeared along with the English translation of the book that the mad professor gave you. And you saw
yes, yes, it was on
you
there.
saw it in your nightmares. Yeah, you also saw it in your nightmares.
Alice
Yeah, that would work.
gasps a bit and takes a step back when she sees it.
Yeah, let me see.
Is Alice actually physically present at the moment?
Yeah, you guys have kind of
Yeah,
reunited.
we went back up with you after the blow.
Yeah,
You
and
did. I apparently wasn't paying attention while looking
Yep.
up the Dominican Republic.
yep. As you
No
guys,
worries.
when you're near the signs, you guys start to feel like little tingles in your foreheads, like headaches, but not quite. Not quite headaches. But yeah, do you guys can explore.
Newfangled radio's starting to give me issues again.
This symbol on the church. It's something these cultists use. I've seen it in the texts.
Yeah, Alice, make me a sanity roll. Okay, you're fine. But you do feel like just this tingling in the, like, on the inside of your skull as you see this symbol. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna say
question.
Philip is gonna start just waltzing in,
Okay.
and just kind of before he can get too far, immediately stops halfway through a step and looks back. Hey, you guys are coming with, right?
I
Another
mean,
Martin is clutching his cross and saying cleansing prayers as he's walking in.
Yep, so you're mostly finding blocks of granite, old half-burned timbers, and ancient rubbish. But at a certain point, you guys become aware that you're standing on it looks like just dirt, but you can feel kind of the creaking of weakened floorboards. Everybody make me a luck roll.
let's go.
And you cannot push a luck roll.
Nope.
Is that everybody?
Hard success.
Oh, nice. Critical success. I will allow one... If...
Oh, I failed.
Lucius, I will allow you to give someone a bonus dice on a pushed luck roll. I will allow them specifically because you got a critical success. Because
Can I spend luck to pass a luck roll?
no, because you would have to spend
Unfortunately.
19 luck, but then your luck would be at 50. So you'd have to spend another 10 luck, which would then put your luck at 40. So you still wouldn't pass.
So I get to boost.
I only
somebody
failed by
else.
one.
Yep. Oh, well, then... Oh, yeah. Well, then, if you spent 1 luck, you would be at a 69, but then your luck would be at 68, so you would still fail.
I'd say give him the bonus dice, or her, in this case.
Yeah. I will say that, yeah. Actually, because you got a critical success, I will allow you to let the rest of them re-roll it, but you'll give one of them a bonus dice. Tell me who's
I
getting the
thought
bonus
we-
dice. Because he's basically
I
like...
thought you weren't gonna be alien with gloves as much this game.
Oh, no, this is only because of the critical. This is only because of the
Okay.
critical. Only because of the critical.
Okay.
It fits as, like...
Okay.
Especially because he's a pastor, you know, it kind of fits with the whole idea of, like, divine intervention kind of thing. So I'm allowing
Give
it.
it
Okay.
to Philip because he's got the lowest luck.
Okay. Now, everybody who failed, re-roll, and Philip, re-roll with bonus dice.
Okey-dokey.
Yep. Okay. Philip, roll that bonus dice.
Let's go.
It's not gonna matter, but sure.
No, it did matter. Because that's
It did?
Yeah, that's a 2. So that's 24 instead of 84. So,
Oh, that's how that works. Okay, that makes more sense.
yeah. So, you guys, those of you who failed, but, you feel yourselves falling, but Father, your critical success not only allows you to feel exactly where the floorboard's going to give, but you feel something telling you, like, you just get this feeling of, like, don't take that next step. And you kind of, like, everybody else, like, you say, stop!
Breathe.
Yeah. Philip, you're still stepping forward, and he actually, like, kind of holds a hand out to keep you from moving further forward.
Can it be a flashback to his childhood when his younger brother fell through the ice?
Yes, that is exactly what you see.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and write that in your backstory at some point, because I may end up, it always gives me something to use for, you know. But yeah, so
Right this specific moment, because
not like immediate,
About
not
your
right
brother
now.
in the ice.
Yeah, not right now, but like, yeah, it'll be. Anyways, you guys eventually come across a cabinet that seems to contain moldering church records.
Okay. Moldering's my favorite character from X-Files. Sorry, that was
No,
really
that's
bad.
yeah, but it's one of those so bad it's good.
So, files, church files, might be good for a church man to look at the church files. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
Make and everybody make me a spot hidden roll.
Spot hidden.
Yes.
I'm great at that. Boom! I didn't see shit.
Or did
Ogden sees all.
Lucius.
So does Lucius.
Yep, Lucius and Ogden, you both see underneath the cabinet, you see two things. You see a journal and a tome. The musty old journal falls to pieces as you turn the pages, but the name Walter Corbett catches your eye. An entry records that Walter Corbett was buried in the basement of his house, in quote, in a willing sacrifice to give himself wholly to Gatanathoa, that he may behold its marvelous countenance. Alongside the journal is a small volume, printed in English, but is heavily worn from the ravages of time and would require careful handling to avoid damage.
Let me bust out my antique handling gloves. I pull out nice white cotton gloves and I put them on. And I say, old tome, you say? I think that is best left in my hands.
Make me a history. Anybody can make me a history, occult, or appraise roll.
Ooh, what do I got for ooh, yeah, I'm rolling
Well, I
that.
want to make it a cool roll.
My
Okay.
history's just as good as appraise.
I want to see if I recognize the book.
History, yes. You do, rolling history. Philip, this just looks like an old book to you.
Yeah, it probably ain't worth much.
Yep. Like, what's the big deal? What's the deal with...
Exactly.
Okay, let's see.
What is the deal with
Ogden
old
looks
books?
at it and then almost recognizes it, and then the dust gets to him and he turns to sneeze.
Yeah.
And
So-
you just see he continues to have a sneezing fit.
Yep, so, with the occult roll, you recognize this specifically as the, well, with the history roll, you recognize that this is a you see that it's called Nameless Cults. You know that it was published in 1845. It was an unauthorized translation of something in an octavo edition. You know that there are fairly limited copies of this book. Like, it's pretty valuable. While those who passed the occult, you know that it is a badly flawed English translation of the German book, properly known as Das Buch von den Unersprechlichen Kulten,
My favorite.
or Unersprechlichen Kulten. It's long referred to as the Black Book, that tells of, written by Friedrich Wilhelm von Junst. It tells of his connections to various cults and secret societies. But this is one of two English translations, the earlier of the two, that was an unauthorized translation published by Bridewell of England, probably London.
Philip's gonna ask, hey, you're done with that and we're all done with all this. Can I have that so we can burn it?
That's a sinful book.
Yeah, also,
Yeah, that's my point.
anybody who,
I request that I receive the book so I may send it to the Vatican for proper disposal.
Burn it in
I
the
can
holy
nothing to be
fire.
found.
Look
in
over.
shadow.
I could just sneeze on it and it could turn into dust.
by the way,
Back to sneezing.
I forgot. reading the journal, you also noted you noticed several rough, odd-looking sketches. They're badly damaged with time, but you'll all have everybody who was able to kind of see the journal is going to have to make me a first make me a power roll, or actually, yeah, a power roll.
Ooh, now we're getting into the good stuff. I'm gonna say I was looking at it.
Okay.
Let's go!
Ogden, specifically you, roll me sanity.
Oof, oof, oof.
Somebody's gonna shoot somebody.
Roll me 1d6. You lose 2 sanity as you see this image of this horrific tentacle bitty mouth. It's a very crude drawing, but it's enough, and you start feeling your limbs and your muscles start to slightly stiffen as if paralyzed upon looking at this. It doesn't last long, but it's enough to really make your skin crawl.
Girl, that's a booty hole.
There we go.
Yeah, Ogden.
What's
What'd you
that?
say?
Such wiggles.
Oh.
The wrong kind of wiggles.
Okay. Is anybody gonna look at the book, or specifically at Nameless Cults?
Is that the old book?
Yeah, that's like the book that didn't fall apart upon looking at it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I definitely think Eustace would be interested in it, but maybe somebody with more of an occult background might get might be able to glean more information from it.
Yeah, I mean, you would basically, because this would just be a preliminary read, so you would basically just get
Yeah,
an
I'll
idea
take a look.
of the contents. So you note that it tells of a great number of cults. For that, for the horned man, that which should not be, the woodland goddess, the unknown, children of the deep, and it even has something about revivification, but all of it seems like it reads like something you plugged into, say, Google Translate, like, through 7 different times. But, even so, add +4 to your, Cthulhu Mythos skill.
Oh shit, that's awesome because my Cthulhu Mythos is at 0 right now.
Yep, as it always starts. But that means that
Yep.
your, maximum sanity possible would be 95, and then roll me 2d8.
Okay. /2d8.
You lose 9 sanity upon seeing the secrets of which man was not meant to know.
It's alright, I was sitting at 89, so now I'm at 80.
Yep, roll me intelligence. to see if you understand what you've just witnessed. Uh-oh.
That's
That
not good.
means you suffer a bout of madness.
Oh no!
So, roll me a d10. Okay. So, you're not going to remember all of this, or any of this really, because you are going to have amnesia, but
I have amnesia.
yeah, basically you're going to forget, like, you don't remember going to the Globe or the police center or any of that. Like, you don't remember the Globe, anything. And
Oh shit! He's changing things. Oh fuck!
I notice I didn't have this reaction.
Oh God, I understand everything I just read.
Oh god! I understood everything I just read. Yeah, like, okay, so from anybody that might be observing Eustace, you see him open the book, and like after just like perusing it for a couple of minutes, he like slams the book down, but he's like staring straight forward.
okay,
He
there we
hasn't said
go.
he hasn't said a single word, but he's just staring straight forward after slamming the book down.
Eustace,
And he's
are you all right?
I look at Alice, I say, where the hell are we? How did we get here?
He read the dangerous book.
You mean here in the
Did
chapel?
I say?
Yep.
We're in a chap? What chap? What? Where is? We're in a chapel? This
Yeah,
doesn't look like
oh
a
dear.
chapel I've ever seen.
You drove us here. You on about
Drove us-
Eustace?
Where did I drove you here from where?
Yeah, you basically just
What town
remember.
are we in, Eustace?
Do I know what town we're in?
You know that you're in Boston because the last thing you remember, you were being told by Mr. Knott to investigate this this case about this house, this Corbett house.
I remember meeting with Mr. Knott, and he told me about the Corbett House in Boston, and I remember driving with all of you to Boston. I cannot remember anything past that.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
What? That was yesterday, right?
Yeah, that
Just
would.
ask that.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that would have been yesterday.
It feels like it was just moments ago.
Yep, and check your
Should've read
check your
that stupid
backstory.
book.
Uh,
Was that directed at?
That's
To me.
Eustace. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because you note that Philip just called the book stupid.
No.
No, I realize now that actually wouldn't make sense because I wouldn't have been able to make that connection. But nah,
I mean, you've got.
I'll stick with
What's
it.
your Cthulhu Mythos skill?
8.
You probably would at least have enough to know when, because like you've had it happen before, because that's how you got that mythos knowledge to begin with, was from books like this. You would
Okay, so I
know
would recognize the experience that he's having from my own experience.
exactly.
I see. I
Okay, I
see
can
what
go
you
for that.
changed. I see what you changed. Sorry, when you said Philip said this thing was stupid, I looked at my description of Philip, but now I see what you changed. So okay, after you guys have questioned me, I kind of like turn around and look back at the book, and I close it immediately, and I grab it and I put it in my little satchel, and I'm like holding on to my satchel tightly.
Eustace,
I
the thing
believe-
again.
I believe we should probably maybe. I think we've gotten all the information that we need out of here. Maybe we should go somewhere else.
Yep.
I don't disagree. Hand me the book.
Yep.
What book?
Make a spot hidden, everybody else, to see if you notice that he. Because I'm guessing you did this pretty
didn't.
discreetly.
I didn't do it very discreetly.
Well, I'm just gonna say that. Okay, yeah, Philip, you do see him pack the book away.
It's in
Yeah,
here.
most-
He said
I think-
satchel, but
Ogden
I can't.
is still sneezing up a goddamn storm.
Yeah, I'm also gonna say that you step on. You actually are looking around and you step on a nail.
Oh!
Because this place is pretty dilapidated. Take 1 point of damage.
Dude,
Get
that's like
lockjaw.
one of my biggest fucking real life fears is stepping on a rusty nail. Jeez.
Yeah.
Rusty, yes, but my dad's actually done it with a normal nail. Went straight through his canvas shoe all the way up through the top.
Ugh.
Yeah,
God.
I'm okay on that. So yeah, are you gonna, okay, you're asking me for the book?
I'm
Right.
asking you for the book.
I literally say what book?
Can I try to persuade?
It'll be
Coy with
I-
me.
it'll be extreme difficulty.
Oh, street. There's no other way I can really appeal to him.
No, because usually I don't like PvP type stuff like that. Like using we usually don't.
Oh, well, I mean, we don't need to even roll. I would like to make the case that maybe I should take the book for safekeeping.
I don't think that book's gonna be very safe with you.
Oh no, it ain't.
The Lord is on my side.
I'm sorry, Father, but I'm just not going to hand it over to you. Not that easily.
I implore you to reconsider.
He's not making any sense to you, Eustace.
I was using the line from Kung Pao.
What is the requirement for an extreme success?
It needs to be under a fifth of whatever your skill in that is.
All right.
So, like, if you had 100, you would have to roll under a 20.
Eustace, I know it's probably feels very important to you. I need you to give me the book.
Do you want to
I just
spend?
walk out of the chapel.
Do you want to spend 71 luck?
I literally do not have it now.
Yeah. Okay. Now, do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to finally make your way to the Corbett place?
Probably should.
Yeah, I'm
There's
like
a
already
final line
outside
on
in the car with the car started. Come, we're going to the Corbett house.
Suit yourself if you get yourself killed, I say under my breath.
I heard you, but I didn't I didn't really hear. I heard you mumbling, but I have no idea what you said.
Okay. Place
So if
yourselves.
we were-
I'd say I probably spoke before or after you had already left the room and started yelling
Yeah.
about the car.
All right, cool.
Alright, where you at? Southeast, northeast, where?
Look at where the party token is.
Okay.
I love that term, party token. It sounds like so much fun.
Well, I can't actually see the party token whenever it's dark.
Oh,
Yeah, we can't see the party token.
oh, okay.
Oh, give me a sec. Can I...
Yeah, Ogden is Ogden is currently right upon it.
Yep.
So, I will move.
Okay, that's weird that doesn't show up.
Yeah,
That's
let me
annoying.
move you.
Thank you for deleting that.
Yep, there we go.
If this were a tabletop game, one-shot scenario, how much longer?
I mean, we'll stop when we've hit a good point. Don't worry. I don't think we'll finish it tonight just because I was so late. But that's okay because it'll give me more time to prepare for our next scenario. But anyways, you will see down a hallway. You note that the light. There's no light aside from the. I'm guessing you guys still have your torches from And by torch, I mean the
Yeah, I
sniper.
definitely
Yes,
brought
yes.
the flashlight. Yep.
Yeah. You note that down this hallway, you see that there are 3 doors to your left, and then there's 2 doors in the hallway to the right, but there look to be 6 rooms in total on this floor. To the left is a flight of stairs going up, and to your right, is a flight of stairs going down.
I say we check the first floor first. Unless we want to split up, we can. I'm okay with that.
I'd
as well.
suggest against. Don't mind me asking, though, what are we seeking to accomplish here?
Well,
'Cause something makes me think I can't put a load of buckshot through this ghost.
that's what we're here for, is for the ghosts. We're trying to figure out what has been causing all of the tragedy to befall this house and the people who live in it.
Yeah, why don't matter so much as how do we get rid of it. I'm gonna look through this left door.
Okay. This room is filled with boxes and junk, such as rusted water tanks and old bicycles. At the right end of the room is a cupboard, boarded shut.
Boarded shut.
I ain't got no tools on me, do I?
If you think you would, then you have them.
Is it well boarded or like?
Like, you could probably... you could, like, with us, I would say, like, with someone like Ogden could probably wrench it open with very little trouble.
Ogden, we require your services.
Yeah, I need you to
Ogden's
pull
gonna-
open it.
Limp over a little bit.
Still sneezing.
Yeah.
No, no,
Oh
no,
yeah.
He's done
and he
sneezing.
stepped on a nail.
Yeah. So,
He stopped real fast.
do you enter, or do you wrench open the cupboard?
Yes.
You find 3 bound books. The diaries of a certain W. Corbett,
Let's go.
as the address on the flyleaf of Volume 1 testifies. The Corbett diaries are in English, though sometimes the phrasing is strange. You note that the 3 volumes would probably take a total of 2 days to read. But a kind of quick stroll through shows that this book does appear to contain some sort of spell, almost, if you really believe in such things, and probably has some secret knowledge. But
It's another dangerous book.
I love dangerous books.
does anybody want to take
I'm
them?
just kidding. I'm not gonna look at it this time.
I would say that if you're able to get that information out of it, then I'd say Philip would want to take them.
Okay.
I also would like to take them.
Okay. Either one of
I'm not going to explicitly argue with it, but I'm going to do what I can to get the books myself.
Okay.
So,
Each of
how
you
do
can
want me to
roll.
split 'em?
Which one of you has the higher dexterity?
X. I have a 65.
Okay. He has a dexterity of 40, so you would be able to reach them first. Because
Okay.
if we think of this as, like, say, a battle round, you would go in dexterity order, so you would be acting before him.
I only
You
got
fast
2
as fuck,
hands,
boy.
so I'll say I get 2 of them. So,
Okay, so put Corbett Diaries 2 out of 3 in your possessions.
okay. Possessions.
And then Martin, you can put Corbett Diaries 1 out of 3.
Corbett.
Corbett,
Bit,
C-O-R...
B-I-T.
Yeah, C-O-R-B-I-T-T.
Yeah.
2 T's, thank you.
E. The double T.
I say I'm gonna go in this room
Okay. You are, let me grab the... This room contains conventional furnishings. A radio, couch, stuffed chairs, and shelves laden with gewgaws. You cannot help but notice the unusual quantities of crosses, images of the Virgin Mary, and other Catholic artifacts. And that's when you hear... thump! From upstairs. Like something fell to the floor.
That's
Did it
all.
sound wet?
Did you guys hear that?
I did indeed.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, is my health back to full after last encounter?
Yes. Yeah, you've had 3 months.
That's what I thought. I meant to ask.
Now,
that.
you've been leaking this whole time.
Yeah, because you never suffered a major wound, so it would just recover at a rate of 1 per day.
I'm just gonna follow the group.
Okay,
Looks like
so...
they
So,
attempted to ward off whatever afflicted the home here.
So where next?
What's down this?
Does that go aside?
Yes.
That might be a window.
Yeah, that's a window.
Yeah, these are windows on the side here.
Yep, this is
This
a door.
room here.
You're in the dining room. It's, complete with a long mahogany table, a built-in sideboard, and 7 chairs. 3 places are set and unused. Scraps of rice soup rot in a tureen.
Oh god. Are these windows down here too, I'm assuming?
Yes. Yeah, the door is, right up here.
So-
Life crossing.
So, now you find yourself in the kitchen. It's pretty conventional, with an icebox, a wood-fed stove and oven, and a meager larder. Some of the foodstuffs might be edible. There's canned soup and meat. There's rice kernels and several pastas and a few bottles of homemade wine. But the produce which has not spoiled has been eaten by rats, judging by the spoor left behind.
Absolutely disgusting in here.
yep.
It's definitely not clean.
Quite glad that I wrapped my foot up after that incident with the nail.
Okay, where are you going now? You hear another thump from upstairs. Almost
dear.
from...
Here's the stairwell. So,
There's 2 stairwells. This one...
Oh.
This one
There's one in
here...
the hallway.
Yeah. Yeah, that one goes down the stairs to the basement. The one further up goes up the stairs to the upper floor.
so, in the few minutes that we've been walking through here, have any of you figured out a plan?
Do you suppose Corbett's actually buried in the basement?
Yep. I don't doubt it for a second.
What's up the noise upstairs?
There's definitely someone else here with us.
Yep. And I do not want to meet them yet.
We may not have a choice.
Let's at least draw it out.
I
Okay.
agree.
Perhaps someone should call out and ask any living persons to identify themselves.
You'd like to, but, I will ask, did any of you bring a shovel?
No. I wasn't expecting to be digging up any dead bodies.
I'm just
Perhaps
gonna
we
yell
should,
then, Hello, are we the sole occupiers of this residence?
Nothing but
You are
silence.
here, please speak.
Nothing but silence. An almost suffocating silence.
It's eerie.
Yeah. It's almost like the air itself is not allowing rooms or not allowing sounds to conduct properly. Except for
Like that.
every now and then you just hear a noise from upstairs, whether it's a scratching or a thumping or just a wet sound. Kind of
I
a
was wondering if the sounds were wet. God damn it.
The silence. The darkness of evil cloud disappears.
It's definitely not a happy place inside this house.
No, it is
No.
not.
I will
Rent must
ask.
have been very cheap.
Am I able to notice that Eustace has particular aversion to when the sounds are wet?
No. Well, I think that's just an RP thing. At least as far as I can tell.
Well, I actually I was not asking that in character. I was literally I thought about it when Kyle first started saying that we heard sounds above in the floor above us. I was like, oh god, I can't. To myself, I thought about how I was scared that he was going to say that they were wet, and I just didn't say it out loud until now. That wasn't in character, so.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, Eustace is scared of every sound. It's not just when it's wet.
Okay, I didn't know if it had something to do with one of the things you changed in, like your backstory or something.
No, I mean, I guess I could maybe tell you guys. You kind of already pointed out, but it's the book. It's
Yeah.
one of my treasured possessions now.
Ah, that'll do it.
Yep. Yeah.
Alright, so. Who wants to take. What are we doing?
God damn it, Kyle.
I don't know. Wet thumping sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think we.
This wet house haunting the house.
God damn
Grab a bucket and a mop for this haunted ass house.
Which scary movie was it where he basically gets banged by the ghost?
Yes, I think that's like 2 or 3. I'm pretty sure.
We'll have to watch those movies together sometime.
Dude, they're so good.
They are. So where are you guys going?
Poltergeist.
Eustace says, as terrified as I am, I think maybe we should find the source of that sound before we dig any bodies up.
The mysterious thumping noise.
Okay.
I say we go upstairs.
Okay.
Just be
All
ready.
right.
Okay. I will move the token. Hopefully you can see it. I guess you can't. Let me, vision.
No. Ogden is all alone.
Oh, cool.
There we go. Hopefully it'll still show. Yeah, I can also place one of you.
Oh, that's upstairs.
Yeah. I'll just,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
yeah, so,
Oh, thank you. I didn't even see up here.
yeah.
It's actually a clever way to do it.
So, yeah, you see one room immediately to your left, and there's 3 rooms total down the hallway.
Would I have brought my shotgun?
Yes, I would say you
Okay.
based on your backstory, you probably would have brought your gun.
Okay, I just know carrying weapons in the 1920s in the middle of the city is kind of a fool's errand, so...
You could have had
You-
it stashed
thought I'd
in the
ask.
trunk of the.
Yeah,
Could have had it stashed in the trunk of the car until we got to the house.
Yeah, based on your
That's legit.
character's past experience, I doubt your character would be going into a situation like this without your...
I agree.
Yeah, but...
I'm going to just state definitively that I have that out.
Okay, so,
That's legitness.
anybody, which room do you...
Go in this first chamber.
Yeah, it's probably a smart room going room by
Like
room.
cross out.
Okay.
Which way?
So,
Over
you
here.
found the upstairs bathroom. It contains a
Hell
sink,
yeah.
a bathtub, and a water closet with an overhead tank. Towels and other possessions, presumably from the Macarios, are still here, typical to a family of 4. But a brackish pool of water has collected in the bathtub, fed by a dripping
In
faucet.
the tub, yeah.
Well, first thing
You
I
s-
do is check the toilet for a poop knife.
Roll me luck.
First thing Eustace says when they all walk into the bathroom is, "Uh-oh, stinky."
You find a poop knife, but
It's covered in
Odd-
poop.
oddly enough, when you go over to take a look at it, you could have sworn it moved as you were going to reach for it,
Oh my god.
and you take 1 damage as
Oh no.
you just cut yourself on the edge of the blade.
He got you.
Does anybody want to try and turn off the faucet? Because you can hear just the drip, blop,
But
blop.
I'll reach over and shut it off. Fuck it.
You turn it off, and it stops for a second before starting again.
Oh, it's one of those trick faucets that never shut off. Fine. That's normal. That's fine.
And now the water
freak out at all.
has an odd color to it.
Oh no, what color is it?
Is it brown?
It's like a brownish red.
It's not a poop or a rust brown. It's a different color altogether.
It's like a rusty, poopy brown. And Lucius, you notice that the cut that you got seems to not be bleeding anymore.
strange. I no longer bleed.
Drip, drip, drip. You see
Maybe
that
we should.
pool of
Oh,
water
God.
start to change color as more and more of the droplets kind of fall into it. Okay. Where are you going?
Let's just get out of here.
Yeah. I feel like we should head down the hall.
Okay.
This place.
Do I know where I can actually could hear those sounds were coming from?
They seem to be coming from the, this room, yes. You
The
find
room
that it...
that Eustace just walked in.
Yep, you walk in and you also hear... You smell... Something smells like death. It's horrible. Yeah.
Eustace covers his mouth and nose with his handkerchief.
Yep. You see just a bed frame, bare bed springs, and a dresser. Though unused, this room does look like it was a bedroom at some point.
I can barely stand the smell. Ugh.
And by the window, you hear this rattling, scratching sound. Like the window is like almost like jiggling, or like something is scratching at the window.
It's like to
I
get
must-
in or get out, or we can't tell.
You're not sure.
Eustace is actually going to step out of the room because he can't even stand the smell.
Okay.
Go ahead and check the drawer.
There was not a there was a dresser.
Dresser. Thank you for the
Yeah.
term.
Whatever clothes were in here seem to have been kind of rotted away or like eaten by moth, like moth kind of larva.
They didn't put the mothballs in there.
No, they did not.
I'm gonna hold my cross out and start chanting the Lord's Prayer. Deliver me from evil and
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
Yeah.
All that good Christian stuff. Eustace from outside the hall yells, "Will someone please stop that damn sound?" And then he goes downstairs.
Okay.
I start approaching the window.
Anybody else approaching the window?
I mean, I'll probably be aiming a shotgun over his shoulder as he goes forward.
Okay. Anybody else gonna come up to the window?
Be gone from the window.
Heavens, no.
You almost a flash of a smile just hits your eyes. Roll me spot hidden. Anybody who's like near the window.
Near
Yes, I
or
guess
looking
we're
at?
both hit.
Near.
Near, so not me.
Okay. Lucius and Ogden both roll me luck. Okay. Ogden, make me a dodge roll.
Nice.
Suddenly, the bed flies across the room at high speed towards you, but you are just able to kind of dive to the floor, and it just smacks along at the opposite wall with a just loud, just smack. Everybody in the room,
Weirdest.
make me a sanity roll. Okay.
Real tired of this.
Alice and Philip, you both lose 1 sanity. Lucius and Ogden, each of you roll me a d4.
That fruit came in handy.
Ogden, you lose 4 sanity.
Joy.
Lucius, you lose only 2.
Ogden's gonna need to go back to therapy.
Oh yeah.
He's real close to needing to go back to therapy.
If you want, I know some guys over at the sanitarium that should help you out. We're at the institution.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
You were in Arkham.
Angry.
Yep. As you started making the Lord's
Yes.
Prayer in particular, it seemed to... You felt like you were being mocked. Or laughed at.
This creature makes a mockery of the Lord.
As you leave, you could swear you see blood, almost like the window was bleeding. Now where are you guys going?
Someone needs to go find Eustace.
Okay.
Yeah, Eustace has actually gone back into the dining room and he's sitting at the head of the table.
Yeah, that's a way to get, so... we'll go into the next room, I guess.
Oh. Okay, so who's rejoining Eustace?
One of you bring a gun.
Ogden does have a gun on him.
Okay.
Okay, good enough. Shoot whatever you can. I'll go make sure Eustace doesn't get stabbed with a flying knife or something.
Lucius? You see that this room contains 2 small beds, toys, and dressers. There are pictures of aircrafts and cowboys on the wall.
This was a child's room. I'm going to approach the drawings on the wall.
They rattle a little, but that could just be a draft.
So Eustace, how you holding up?
I could not stand that sound on the window.
Can't blame you.
I don't know what's happening to me, but I feel like I'm unraveling.
Is there anything we could interpret from the kids' drawings? Are they just normal or like?
They're just normal. They just seem like,
they haven't drawn
generic.
anything disturbed.
No, they just appear to be, Actually, roll me, you know what? Roll me a spot hidden. That's a good idea.
What the shadows did to you? Nothing
You
good
see
hides in shadows.
something nightmarish. It's like this kind of, trying to think of really how to describe it. Let me,
I'll pull the picture from the wall if I can.
yeah. It's like this big, roiling, eldritch mass. It's actually something that's been scratched into the wall. Make me a Constitution roll.
Make a constipation roll.
Roll me a d10. I'm gonna be nice and say that your dexterity is only permanently reduced by 4 instead of the full 8, as this is a pretty crude depiction.
And that reduces my dexterity.
Yep, permanently by 4.
It reduced.
Yep, as you can feel just in the vicinity almost, just this, the vicinity of this crude depiction, you can feel a, like your muscles becoming just a creeping paralysis.
You guys
That's
see me
terrifying.
kind of stumble forward as I had to reach my hand out to steady myself against the wall briefly.
Did you point this out to them? This kind of scrawling?
I'm gonna say I was going to until that happened and I kind of lost my breath mid, and now my hand's covering it.
Okay, so, the rest...
Say, do not look.
Okay, so Ogden and Alice, roll me Constitution at, with a bonus die, because you don't actually look at it. Okay, Alice, do you want to use luck? Or, well, yeah, do you want to use luck? Because, okay. So,
We'll say it was
Ogden, you pass. Alice, you would need to spend 1 luck.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 luck.
Okay, so neither of you lose any dexterity, but you can definitely feel like something is kind of creeping in, but you're
it
strong
was
enough to...
behind
Yep,
It was behind a picture and I covered it up.
yep.
Stack up
But
after.
you get the feeling, based on, like, you get the feeling that merely being in visual proximity to this thing, you can feel the almost like petrifaction creeping in on you.
Some powerful evil they need.
You feel like you shouldn't be here.
This place is becoming overwhelming.
Do you leave the room?
Yes.
What about you, Lucius?
Yeah, go on. I'm leaving.
Alice?
Yeah, I'll back out, slowly realizing they're both leaving.
Okay. Where are you guys going now?
There's another room at the end of the hall.
I'm growing wary of it.
It's an ordinary bedroom with a double bed, bookshelf, and window view. based on your presumptions, you'd imagine was probably Vittorio and Gabriella's room. You see more crosses and many candles, obviously long since burnt out, are here, and you see a rosary and a breviary rest on a table beside the bed. Now, while they're looking at that, Philip and Eustace, what are you doing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would say that Philip, if given the option, is going to pontificate about the errors of not eschatology, even though there is an element to that, to the esoterics and the occult, that this whole thing is a fool's errand, and that really we need to just burn this whole thing down.
Yeah, I think Eustace is gonna kind of be half listening to him, but he's really just trying to calm himself down because of how freaked out he got upstairs in that bedroom, and basically at the end of the whatever Philip's talking about, he kind of shakes his head and looks at Philip and says, "Oh yes, you're right. Do you think maybe we should?" Maybe get back with the group. I'm terribly sorry, but I had a bit of a fright, and I think I've calmed myself. I think I'll be okay. I think we should maybe go upstairs and meet back up with the rest of the group.
So,
That'd be a good idea.
yep. Where are you
going?
going?
I'd just hand him one of the. Do you prefer Cubans or? What is the other one?
Dominican?
Yeah, Dominicans.
I don't usually smoke, but I will take whatever you offer.
Oh yeah, that one.
Here, take the Republic. Breathe into your mouth, not into your lungs, and if you feel nauseous, just put it out.
Yep.
Otherwise, you're going to have to roll essentially a Constitution check. I've known people that started smoking, and it is genuinely that bad if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
I'm gonna say the smoking of a cigar, especially from someone you probably consider a good friend, someone you're familiar with. Roll me a D10 and have it. So I guess just roll me a D5.
1d5.
Okay. So your underlying madness, you're no longer suffering from amnesia, but your kind of underlying madness, the time during which any further sanity loss will result in another bout of madness, is going to be lasting for only 2 hours instead of D10 hours.
Awesome. Cool.
So,
As we
Yeah.
get
So
up to the hall.
I hit the cigar once, and I'm like, oh, that's right, the globe, the police station. Oh, I can't believe what happened to my memory.
don't make me make you
Sad
roll a
now.
sanity roll.
Shadows.
Roll a sanity roll.
No, I'm saying don't make me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he just basically comes to. He remembers.
Yeah.
And I hold the cigar, I look at it, and I look at Philip, and I'm like, this cigar is wonderful. I can see myself smoking these more often.
Foreshadowing.
Oh, that works. I'll have to tell you where I got it. Some paperboy told me in a shop down the road.
Yep.
Yell out as we get up to the top hallway. Where are y'all at? Because I don't actually know what room they're in.
Yep.
It's all the way down at the end of the hall.
Yep.
All the way down at the end, and then what turn?
To the left. Yep, so you're right up.
Thank
I
you.
guess we're out in the hall. I peek at the door. There they are. I see. There's everyone. Hello.
Yeah, Eustace is good now.
You sound
sorry.
Eustace.
Is really
I'm so-
agitated and looks a bit enfeebled. So they silence you fools.
Father, what is wrong? You look stricken.
There's a powerful evil in this house.
That is no
believe
doubt.
Believe we came here with that assumption.
Well, now we know it for a fact.
It appears to be quite angry with our Lord and those who follow him.
doesn't like God.
Where do you guys want to go now?
Is there anything worth trying to search for in here? Or...
You get the feeling that, you might have been had. Seems like something lured you up here. Maybe distract you from some other place.
I look at the group and I say, I feel like we have only gained more questions than answers here.
Yep, somebody roll me an idea roll. Just straight intelligence.
I got it.
Critical success. You remember that, all of the information you have is that, specifically, Walter Corbett had his will told... Specifically, it specified that he be buried in the basement. And based on that, you feel like it would be safe to assume that, perhaps destroying what is left of his body, wherever it might be, might banish whatever evil is in this house. And again, that's because you got a critical success on your idea roll.
So,
Yeah, so I can... Go ahead, sorry.
so we need to get some tools to go down there and exhume this corpse there. We don't know
If
what
it's
happened
still
with
the-
the lawsuit.
Well, you can always investigate first and figure it, and then come back.
I say we do that. I say we get out of here.
I agree.
And besides, I need to get some stuff. Make sure this
Yeah, I think-
stays going.
Just might need to stock up on some ghost hunting stuff.
Okay.
Gotta get
Spirit
yeah.
stuff.
Let's go with that.
I played
Get a barrel of water.
I know.
Yeah.
We need to get some stuff together.
get a barrel of water. Bless it.
That'd be
Yeah,
perfect.
well,
Yep.
that should help with the hydrostatic force.
Exactly. And, I'm gonna say, as you leave, Lucius, you take special note of the fact that, all of these crosses, all of these rosaries, all of these signs of the Lord were here before the family was driven out. And they're still here, and yet the evil remains. What you choose to do with that knowledge is up to you. And I think with that, we will end this week's session.
Yes.
The Haunting.
Oh, well, that was a good intro for sure.
Yes.
That was pretty good.
You guys are
Damn.
almost at the end of the scenario, but...
I like a good haunted house story.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
this is a classic. It's been a staple of Call of Cthulhu since like it first came out. That's why it's part with the quick start rules. But I'm glad that you all enjoyed it with me.
Yeah, dude, I'm loving Call of Cthulhu.
Isn't it
Yes,
great?
It's cool to do.
Solid roleplay too.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
super solid role play. And that's what I was about to get at. Like, I feel like because we're not just playing like dudes with guns, or like in D&D we're not like elves with magic or anything. We have to approach everything more cautiously and more like human than say a guy that just W keys into the fight. You know what I
That'll be a
mean?
plus
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, an alien, we know the shtick already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dwarves are bad. They're trying to kill you. They'll.
In this one, you never know where the D. Yeah, like you'll probably start to get kind of into the into like kind of the theme of it. Though I will always try to keep things at least to a degree, you know, as much as I can, kind of keep things new. And especially like if we get bored with a time period, we can just move to another one. There's Atomic Age, there's Dark Age, there's literally Rome. There's
Yeah.
there is
I'm
1920s
loving the
Imperial
20s setting
Japan. There's
That's
1980s punk goth, 1970s disco Cthulhu.
Oh my
God,
god.
I would love to do a Scooby-Doo themed Cthulhu.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that would be funny.
that would be very. Mr. Jenkins. And I
Just
would have gotten
remove
away with
the
it too if it
mask.
wasn't for you meddling kids.
You remove the rubber mask and it's just a fish person.
Yeah, it's deep hybrid.
No silly.
Oh man, that would be amazing.
Oh yes. Hell yes.
But yeah, there's tons of material to go with. There's huge campaigns that take you all around the world that are quite
French
famous.
Revolution Cthulhu.
Yep. Yeah, that would be very fun. There's Victorian England Cthulhu. There's even like future like Cthulhu, like I think it's like called Cthulhu Icarus, which is like you. It's kind of like Alien RPG in the fact that like you're kind of exploring the stars, but
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
All right, so we have a crossover where we find this egg sac, but it's a red herring because
there's so much
all
worse.
the orcs have been killed by the Cthulhu cultists.
Yep.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Oh,
That is-
God,
that would be-
no.
That would be cool.
It needs to involve the Boffinese family again, too.
Yes.
I mean, you already have your intro to the the ancient, according at least by Alien RPG standards, the ancient Burfides.
Oh god.
Remember the
That's
librarian
great.
at the Orn Library?
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, it was. What was her name?
It is a. I forget.
I think it should be. Yeah,
Betty.
yeah, Betty Burfides.
Burfides.
Yep.
Her humble.
Oh, yeah.
Her father was but a humble nut farmer.
All right, guys. That was lots of
Yeah.
fun.
Better get
I'm gonna have to
going
head out.
quickly.
Yep, me too.
Yep.
But I will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Same
Let's
bat time,
go.
same bat channel. I'll see you then.
Yep, we'll see you
Bye,
then.
guys.
Good night, everybody.
Nah, thank you.
And good night, fellow jazz cats. That is Call of Cthulhu the Haunting. Good night.